Hello, my name is Andrew Thake from Minds and Money. Delighted to be joined today by Chris Donaldson, who's the Executive Chairman at Tin One. Delighted to have you with us today, Chris.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Chris, we don't get too many tin miners who attend our Minds and Money events. So I guess the opening question is, why tin?
Yeah, well, you're right. I mean, there aren't a lot of tin companies out there. I think we joined the International Tin Association, and we were the 10th explorer developer to join. It's a smaller market, but certainly one that's very important. I mean, tin is a critical metal and used in, often considered the glue that holds batteries together. So important for the electrification of the world here, and certainly becoming more prominent lately as tin it moves into the forefront of this battery movement that's going on.
And of course, you're exploring in Tasmania. Can you tell us a little bit about the company?
Yeah, so we've got a basket of about four tin projects in Tasmania, Australia, and we've been working on two of them this year. So our flagship property is the Great Pyramid project, which has had a historical resource on it. We just completed 5,000 meters of drilling and released those results with the goal to prove the historical resource and also see if we can grow it. And we're delighted that actually our drilling program was very successful, and looking now to update that resource.
Mm-hmm. So over, say, the next, say, 6 to 18 months, what are the key catalysts and key timelines that investors can expect to hear from Tin One?
Yeah, so it's kind of an exciting time. We just finished up, that drilling at Great Pyramid, so we can look to update that resource. And while that was going on last year, over the last 8-9 months, we were doing some preliminary work at our other project, which is called Aberfoyle. And Aberfoyle, about 30 minutes up the road, it's a past producing tin tungsten district that was shuttered in the mid 80s. And at that time, though, they were basically just chasing the high grade veins. And didn't see any real modern exploration. So we've been doing an extensive mapping program and sampling program, and actually last week released some very interesting results. And we went back and re-assayed some of the grad samples for multi-elements and discovered some lithium. So early days on that, but very exciting for us. So we've got an extensive mapping and sampling program now, and now we're targeting the lithium quartz on site, and really want to see what the extent of this discovery is.
Mm-hmm. So obviously very, very interesting project and a really interesting location. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your background in the mining industry?
Yeah, I've been in the business mostly on the financial side for the last 25 years, and I'm involved with a few companies under the Inventa Capital umbrella. Inventa Capital is headed up by Mike Connert and Craig Perry. Many of your viewers will know Craig Perry. He's had a lot of success taking smaller companies and growing them, in some cases into the billion dollar market cap range. Our flagship is Visa Silver, but Craig also founded ISO Energy and NextGen, and is chairman of Skeena Resources and so on. So have a real backing there, and I'm happy to be part of the group.
That's an absolutely fantastic portfolio of companies that Inventa Capital have there. So that's your kind of background. Who are some of the key players in your management team?
Yeah, well, I mentioned Craig and Mike, and they're kind of key to this, and we're the ones who acquired these projects about 5 years ago, or started assembling them when tin was out of favor, and now that tin has had a bit of a resurgence, the price of tin is come back up. We went public about 2 years ago, and been starting to advance these now.
Mm-hmm. And who are your key shareholders?
Yeah, so I mean, we're a small company now. We don't have a large institutional base. That's part of my goal this year is to grow the company so we can start getting some chunkier bits in. But you know, the main shareholder base are some of the shareholders that have done very well with Inventa Capital and made some money over the years. So they help seed us, and of course I've been buying shares and I'm quite a good shareholder myself. So.
Well, it's always good to have management that have skin in the game. That's always sort of like a key positive signal. And of course, you say that to win over more investors, you're coming to our upcoming Minds and Money Miami show. What are you looking to achieve by coming to Miami?
Yeah, I mean, it's really looking forward to getting down there and have a number of meetings set up. You know, we're always looking for investors and looking to get our story out there. You know, as we said earlier, not a lot of people know about tin or tin stories, and certainly want to get the message out about our new lithium discovery as part of that as well.
And I assume that that's kind of like gives you a bit of a unique sort of standout from other tin mining companies out there. Not only are you in a good jurisdiction, but you're offering exposure to tin, but also that sort of side element of this very kind of potentially exciting lithium discovery.
Yeah, it's an interesting story. You know, and anybody who's looking to get a little exposure into the tin market, there aren't very many companies out there, so it's good to be at the forefront and get the story out. You know, being in Tasmania and in Australia is key. You know, there more and more the narrative is of you know, clean supply of these critical metals, and you know, most companies, most production of tin come from, you know, we'll call them dubious jurisdictions. About 80% from DRC and Indonesia, China, Myanmar. So they're, you know, the basket of companies in Western jurisdictions is very small.
And for those that want to go and read up a bit more about Tin One, what's your website address and what's your ticker?
Yeah, so we trade on the TSX Venture Exchange in Canada here under the symbol TORC. We're also on the OTC under TORCF. Yeah, the best way to get information is off the website tin1.ca. And also we're fairly active on Twitter with the same handle. And if anybody wants to reach out to me directly, it's chris@tin1.ca.
Well, thank you for your time today, Chris. We look forward to seeing you at Minds and Money Miami, and would encourage everyone listening in to go and check out Tin One. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.